be one of many to congratulate you on being the #1 tennis player in the world.
Jannik Sinner just had a 2024 season that feels straight out of a tennis fantasy. 2 hard-court majors, 3 Masters 1000 titles, the Tour finals, and a Davis Cup championship for Italy. Oh, and he ended the year with a jaw-dropping 26-set winning streak. But how epic was his 2024 run really? What records did he shatter? And does he stack up against the all-time GOATs? Let's break it down.
Oh, pushing each other to the limits.
By November, Jannik Sinner wasn't just playing against the opponents, he was chasing a place in the record books. The guy went undefeated against players outside the top 20, and get this, no one straight setted him. He won at least 1 set in every single one of his 79 matches, a feat only Roger Federer in 2005 had ever matched. Talk about elite company. Since this year's Aussie Open, Sinner got even better. Over a 7-month span, he held 91.1% of his service games, leading the tour and putting him right up there with the greatest servers of all time.
He's on his way.
And he didn't stop there. For the entire 2024 season, he bumped that up to 91.5%, even with 13 matches on clay. Insane, right? But here's where it gets even crazier. Sinner defied the laws of tennis. In sports, there's this thing called regression to the mean, meaning great performances tend to even out over time. But Sinner beat the odds. While most players who save a ton of break points end up regressing, Sinner didn't. He kept winning service points and dominated on break points. By the end of 2024, he was winning 73.6% of his break points, and remember, the average top 50 player doesn't even get close to that. This wasn't just a solid season, it was historically great. Winning break points like that made all the difference between being really good and being legendary. Sinner didn't just meet expectations, he shattered them. And now guys, let's talk about something insane, Sinner's serve and return game. Most big servers, they're okay at returning, but Sinner, he flipped the script. Here's the deal. Alex Gruskin, a tennis podcaster, tracks greatness by ranking players in both hold and break percentages. Cracking the top 10 in both? Almost unheard of. In 2023, Sinner didn't just crack it, he finished in the top 5, ranking 5th in holding serve and 4th in breaking. Insane, right? But it wasn't enough for the year-end #1 because Djokovic was even better, finishing top 3 on both ends. Fast forward to 2024 and Sinner cranked it up another level. His 91.5% hold percentage wasn't just dominant, it destroyed the field. Even with Berrettini's resurgence and rocket servers like Ben Shelton and Giovanni Pericard stepping up, Sinner stood alone. For context, Djokovic led the 2023 tour at 88.9%. Great, right? But in 2024, that wouldn't even crack the top 3. Sinner set a new benchmark. Now, did his return game drop? Barely. He slipped to 6th in break percentage, missing the top 5 by a hair. Still, joining the top 6 club twice is a big deal. Since 1991, only 4 players have done it: Djokovic, Nadal, Federer, and Agassi. Federer? He only did it once. Sinner? Twice. Here's where it gets wild. Season-best servers typically don't dominate returns. Even legends like Pete Sampras couldn't crack the top 20 in break percentage during their peak serve years. Sinner? He's threatening to make that the new normal.
Oh my goodness! Jannik Sinner!
If Djokovic hadn't gone nuclear in 2023, Sinner's 2024 would stand out even more. It's rare to see someone serve this well and return at an elite level. Sinner's breaking records and rewriting what it means to dominate on both sides of the ball. Is this the new standard? If it is, Sinner's peers are going to have a very bad time. Alright, here's where things get really exciting. We're talking about ELO stats, and you'll want to pay attention because this is some next level stuff. If you've ever wondered how we measure a player's true skill, ELO is the answer. It's a rating system that calculates a player's skill level based on the matches they've played and the caliber of opponents they've faced. Sounds cool, right? Now, let's talk about Jannik Sinner. The guy went off in 2024. He racked up 73 wins, including 18 against top 10 players, and his ELO rating shot up like a rocket. He started the year with a career-high rating of 2197, sitting in second place right behind Djokovic. But guess what? He quickly took over the top spot and broke the 2300 mark at the Tour Finals. That's big. But here's the crazy part. Only 11 players in the last 50 years have reached an ELO rating of 2300. That's elite company, my friends. Sinner didn't stop there, though. He pushed his rating to 2,309, overtaking legends like Mats Wilander and reaching the 11th highest ELO peak in ATP history. This guy is on fire. But here's the twist. ELO isn't perfect for measuring a single season's performance, which is why we've got Y-ELO. This version of ELO resets every season, focusing on the specific year's dominance. And with Y-ELO, Sinner is even more of a monster. He's got a 150-point lead over Carlos Alcaraz in regular ELO, and by Y-ELO, he's absolutely crushing it. This guy is rewriting tennis history, and we're all witnessing it in real time. Now, let's talk about something even crazier. Sinner's lead over Djokovic in 2024. The 200-point ELO gap? That's historic. It's the fourth largest since 1973, behind only Federer in 2004 and 2006 over Hewitt and Nadal, and McEnroe in 1984 over Wilander. These are the kinds of margins that put you into legendary company. But here's the twist. According to Raw Y-ELO, Jannik's 2024 ranks as the 26th best season in the last 50 years. Impressive? Absolutely. But not as high as some of the other numbers suggest. What's holding him back? For starters, it's all about volume. ELO loves consistency, and while Sinner played fewer matches than some legends like Vilas, who nearly hit 150 in a season, it impacts how dominant his numbers look. And here's the kicker. ELO doesn't just rank players, it ranks eras. It sees the 1980s with Borg's stacked competition as stronger than today's field. If Alcaraz levels up and a few more stars rise, Sinner's achievements might look even better in hindsight. And now we've got a spoiler alert. A few months ago, the buzz started. Was Sinner's 2024 one of the greatest hardcourt seasons ever? Fast forward, and Jannik didn't just answer the question, he erased the need for it. The guy was unstoppable. Let's break it down. 53 wins in 56 hardcourt matches, 42 of those straight sets. While he's solid on natural surfaces, hardcourts are where he destroys. The consistent bounce and conditions turn his power game into an unstoppable force. Now, here's the kicker. When we look at hardcourt Y-ELO, a stat that ranks performance on a single surface, Sinner's 2024 comes in as the 8th best of all time. 8th! He's officially playing in the same league as the greatest to ever step onto a hard court. But wait, peak Djokovic is still king. The top 3 spots go to Novak's 2015, 2013, and 2012 seasons, followed by Federer's 2005 and 2006 runs. Even though the 2024 field isn't rated as highly as some past eras, Sinner's dominance speaks for itself. His season matches Djokovic's 4th best, Federer's 3rd best, and Agassi's 2nd best. That's no small feat. Now, while Sinner isn't quite at Novak or Federer levels of hardcourt dominance yet, he's rewritten the rules for the 2020s. With an insane 2-year run and a massive lead over his peers, it's hard to see anyone catching him anytime soon. And before you guys go, make sure to check out our latest video on Jannik's ATP Finals performance. Trust us, you won't want to miss it.